Yeah.
All right. Well, this maybe is a return of the staple. We're going to have Ralphie not messing around with Bayonetta this time. He's going his patent cloud as Frozen with the Corrin. This is a battle of sword characters on Final Destination. Spacing is going to be so key between these two.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And like Ralphie did play Bayo earlier.
Yeah, no, he's been playing Bayo in this tournament. I think he's trying to get better at the character because
why not?
Bayo's good.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Oh, use this jump.
Oh, nice frame trap right there. Frozen not attacking on 37%, even more damage. The tipper of that pin putting Ralphie off stage. But yeah, the combos right now, these two characters actually combo each other pretty well. Oh, that's such a scary situation. Manages to get out of it though, guessing the tech chase correctly. But Frozen isn't out of the woods just yet. Having to land without a double jump, manages to make it back.
All right, good landing up air. Juggle situation. Frozen needs to pick wisely with his ledge options.
Yeah, one thing you're seeing Frozen doing, he is not... Wow! I think that might have been some questionable DI on Ralphie's part.
It is bad DI right there.
But that's the interesting thing about Corrin's up air. If you DI it properly, you can actually lift to some crazy percent.
Yes, the angle like between bad DI and good DI is completely marginal. Has a really big margin difference.
All right, back air to bring him a little bit closer. Makes it to the ledge just fine, but Ralphie now with limit. The dash attack not going to take the stock.
Yeah, that was great coverage from Ralphie on the ledge. Dashing back and then forth with the dash attack, covering the roll.
And one interesting thing that we've kind of been seeing throughout this game is when Frozen is in those... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let's talk about this.
That's a custom combo right there.
Oh, but sneaking that back air there. Ralphie takes the stock, but already 62% on him. He has to be careful. Corrin is one of the characters with the most consistent kill power in this game. Between a kill throw and that monster pin, he has to be so careful. Even right now, I don't know if that limit saved him there, but he needs to correct his DI on these up airs. They're looking a little bit shaky.
Oh, Holly Wally. That could have been really bad. Yeah, you can see Ralphie didn't react in time with the landing up air. He finally got a finishing touch.
Okay, finally getting out of the corner. We hadn't seen that the jump back air dodge yet. Ralphie wasn't ready for it, and now 138% on him. I don't think up throw will kill just yet.
No, not yet.
But with a little bit more damage, as soon as the... Oh!
He played for it all, but he got the grab.
Okay, there's the up air.
Better bad DI.
But that time... Oh!
Okay.
Oh, that might be
That's
it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. You see, earlier when Frozen had Ralphie again at the juggle situation, because he had limit, he actually just move away from the up air. If he actually didn't have limit, because Cloud has less airspeed without limit, it definitely would have clipped him. So yeah, luckily for Ralphie having another moment to take the game, but Frozen's just going to take it now.
And Frozen took that game, but at the same time, I feel like that stage was actually pretty good for Ralphie.
Oh,
the
yes.
juggles were just honestly not comparable. A lot of what Frozen was doing was like these sort of high pressure combos.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he would get a lot of percent really quickly, whereas Ralphie was more taking advantage of the lack of landing options that Frozen had. One thing is we haven't really seen the counter, which Frozen not exactly known for using Corrin's counter, but considering that Cloud is a character that loves to throw out hitboxes, especially when you're being juggled, might be
landing.
Yeah. So might be the sort of thing where maybe we'll see that come out when Ralphie least expects it. Counter does still kill so early.
Oh yes.
so kill. Oh, I like that recovery. Ends up eating the grab. Not the worst punish in the world, but at the same time, he's still stuck in this bad situation and without a jump.
Ooh, good recovery from Frozen, just moving away from the ledge enough to actually snap, and Ralphie missing that downer. Oh yeah.
All right, that was the take me to the next stock DI. And right now, this game is looking like an entirely different animal. Ralphie seems to just be, it's all about the ledge right here. You know, just I don't think Frozen left the ledge for more than like 2 seconds on entire stock. Oh, I said it was going to come out, but, oh! How did he avoid that?
I don't believe it has a hitbox on the ground, and since Cloud air dodge lands pretty low.
And also the limit flash fall speed increased.
Yes.
Limit probably saving his skin right there. As right now, 66% on Frozen.
He's fine.
Yeah, pin not going to do it. But 114%. Ralphie has to be worried. Another pin going to put him off stage once again. And when he's this far out there. Oh, whoa. The weakest hitbox, but yep. I think he wanted to lay it on the platform or maybe try and mix him up there, but
Either way,
was ready
it's not
for
working out for that. Yeah, I think he wanted to pin for that.
Did you see that grab?
Yeah.
He's just like, I know you're not going to do anything. You're just going to run at me, and I'm just going to grab you for it. Oh, Frozen is actually looking like a completely different animal right now.
Yeah.
He's like bursting through and picking out Ralphie. Like, it feels like Ralphie's like getting started, like sits somewhere and he's about to start doing something, and Frozen just comes in and immediately interrupts it. All right.
We're constantly seeing him to change the stage control. Please punish. Oh.
That was so smart! I'm going to call that a bait. Back air, not great DI, but still going to be surviving. The Trump, definitely not what he wants. That was so smart from Ralphie, because he saw that earlier on. When he got trumped, he tried to go for the pin to make it back. And he did not want to have to deal with any sort of mix-up, knowing he's going to be in that position, throws out the dash attack, takes game 2.
All right. One thing that got me scared a little right towards that end is that Ralphie missed that left Trump back air. Usually he's pretty persistent with those.
Well, yeah, he missed the ledge trump back there, but at the same time, he's been really consistently capitalizing on just the lack of invincibility once, you know, the opponent has been trumped. All right, so, big combos. 57% already. Cloud's damage output is just so strong, and putting Frozen on the ledge to boot.
You saw how he looked.
It was like ostrich head buried in the sand. Another neutral air.
Frozen's having a hard time landing right now.
Oh, wow. That option has worked twice now.
Yep.
Ralphie not really preparing for it. And a forward throw to put him off stage. And a pin to get even more damage. No way. Ooh, he's off stage without a jump.
I'm kind of wondering why Frozen went for that back air. I think Ralphie was down low enough to just go for the pin on the ledge and hope for a 2-frame. And yep, that's going to take it.
Ooh, and this is big for Frozen right now. He has the stock lead. He can play a little bit more defensively, but he has to be careful about putting himself in the corner, because as soon as he winds up off stage, it's the same ledge situation we've seen time and time again. There it is, Ralphie getting the back air. No rage means that Frozen will be living, but I'm going to call that a bait. I'm going to call it a balloon bait.
That's the 3rd time in a row Frozen lost its first stock to a back air.
Well, I mean, it's a back air in the corner. It's just like Ralphie's just baiting out the option, and back air is usually just the easiest thing to throw out at that point. Ooh, trade working out for Ralphie, getting him out of that really bad combo. But as it stands, the juggle situation comes down with a hitbox.
Bears trying to catch his landing.
Oh, and he gets it that time. Limit saving him, though.
Yep. Oh, that's it. Yeah. You see, Ralphie had good DI right there, but yeah, Frozen was still on his tail and got that up air.
Yeah, and a fervent handshake between the two. You could tell that Ralphie, although he's probably disappointed, he respects the way that Frozen played right there. Frozen guaranteeing himself top 8